Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's G to the L to the O to the R to the I and to the A. Hi guys, welcome back. Gloria Obo here again. Please, if this is your first time, do not make it your last. Keep coming back to watch my content. Like, you know, this place, it's all vibe, cruise, learn all you have to learn and just have fun basically. So you're seeing my face for the first time, don't make it your last. Keep coming back. Subscribe, please subscribe, like my content, share and enjoy. Basically, we are here to enjoy. So guys, welcome back again, and today we are not doing skincare. Today we are doing something more personal, and I actually chose to talk about this because it is like a topic that you come across on social media every other day, and it is really disheartening. And for me, it's kind of personal because I've somewhat experienced it. I've lived that reality, and I know how really bad it can be when it feels like you are trapped, you want to get out but you can't get out. Like, it is really hard. So guys, our topic for discussion today is basically domestic violence in relationships, marriages. Like, at this point, there is no day I open Instagram that I don't see a husband beating up his wife, or a wife killing her husband, or the husband killing the wife. Like, it is just too much. And I got to a point, yesterday I saw a post and I was like, I had to comment on that. Like, it's like if people start sitting in your parents' house or houses, instead of you going to where you get beaten up, and I don't know, people just treat people really badly these days, and it's really sad, honestly, because I just feel like if you, it's like, I still feel it is very, the rules are simple. If you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with them. It's as simple as that. Like, if the relationship is going south, you people can leave amicably. I know people will say it's hard because there are factors that surround living. The one that is the most annoying is when you're not even married and you're in a relationship. Staying in an abusive relationship or whatever bad situation you find yourself with another person, you just have to leave. There's no two way about it, because if it's a purpose or something doesn't serve both of you, there's no point in flogging a dead horse. More like you can force a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink water, that kind of thing. So it's really exhausting for me to see this every single day. And I'm like, even the institution of marriage these days, it has been so I don't know, so ridiculed, and it doesn't seem appealing anymore. That's more reason why I feel like most people don't want to get married, and those that are even rushing to get married are jumping out because they cannot really tolerate the things they experience or they go through. We hear stories of people saying, oh, it would change, it can change, it will not. They never change, trust me. They never ever, like, from me to you, sister to sister, they never change. Like, you saying they will change, it's a pity, honestly. There was a recent case of a wife setting their house ablaze. In the process, she set herself on fire and she got burned, and she's dead now, God rest her soul. It still boils down to nobody. Like, nobody is worth your life. Nobody. Like, your life is your life. The minute we decide to, like, close our eyes and leave this world, you live alone, no matter how anybody loves you. And I'll keep making this reference of my father. When my father passed, yes, I love my father so much because I was really close to him as a child. I was like the last born for 6 years, so I was really close to him before my younger sister came along. So his passing was really, like, it deeply touched me. And in as much as we loved him, and the day we went for the burial, they were lowering the coffin into the grave, nobody jumped inside. Like, we were all wailing and crying, but I loved him so much, but I didn't jump inside. And I think that's one thing I try to live my life by. Like, this life, you come alone and you go alone. Like, the day you die or something happens to you, that's it. People would cry for a few months, and what next? They move on, they continue living like nothing happened. Like, yes, they'll remember you fondly most times, but pretty much that sums it up. That's it. So the moment you realize that, a situation doesn't serve you, or your life is in danger from a relationship, a marriage, leave. And this brings me to the part I'm going to elaborate on more today, because I feel like it is easier said than done. People will tell you to leave because, oh yeah, you have to leave, but there are factors that actually make women stay, and it is hard, honestly. And I would say, for me, the number one factor that women stay in abusive relationship is because they don't have money. Like, when you do not have money, like, you know that thing they'll say, money they stop nonsense. Literally, money stops all form of nonsense. People would say, oh, money is not everything, but trust me, in this age and time, the only thing I believe money cannot buy is that minute where somebody is about to leave this world. Like, you know, when it's already written in your destiny that, today, you are no longer of this earth. I think that's the only thing money cannot buy. When it is your time, it's your time. But you see, every other thing, Anybody that says, oh, money cannot buy, money is not everything, please, money is everything. Because money empowers you, money makes your life easier, money makes you happy. Even all those rich people that they'll tell you, oh, money is not everything, they are rich and they're not happy. Tell them to go and be broke. If they think money is not everything, tell them to try being broke. Obviously, they will never go to wanting to be being rich today and going broke tomorrow. So women that don't have their money, it's hard for them to live abusive marriages and relationships, because the question arises, questions like, oh, where am I going to go? Where am I going to start from? I'm going to start looking for a new house to live. I'm going to start catering for these kids. Like, the fact that you don't have financial stability or financial security is a trap. Like, it traps you in the bad marriage or bad situation, and you don't want to leave, and you stay there, you get beaten every day, and you decide to say, oh, okay, I will take it no matter what it comes to. The day you eventually either or you, I don't know, but that is one thing that makes women stay in abusive relationship. Secondly, number 2, children. The major punchline or what people say is, oh, I cannot live because of my kids. Like, a very, very important example is this gospel singer Osinachi that died. I think that's actually very, very is a very emotional subject, because even though you didn't know her personally, you listened to her songs and you knew, oh, her songs were like soul lifting and spirits moving kind of thing. So like, we at the end of the day, after she passed, we had stories of her not wanting to leave because, oh, our kids, or what will people say. What people say is another thing I'll come to, but now we're talking of kids. So like, the thing is, you love your kids so much, that's why you want to stay. But if you stay and you end up living in the body bag, your kids will leave, but they will live with a lot of pain, a lot of regret, a lot of hurt, because they literally watched you suffer till you died. So you staying is a no-no. Don't say you're staying for your kids. Get your kids out of there, because mentally it's just fucks with them. It just, I don't know, they will say there's a thing about people who come from broken relationships, or they come from abusive homes and stuff, and it is never a one-way street with them, because they've experienced trauma they're not supposed to experience as kids, and it is really hard. Like, battling trauma is one of the hardest things adults don't talk about. Like, there are traumas you battle that nobody understands what you're going through, because when you try to explain, it seems like you're not making sense, but yeah, it is there. It is literally there. Anyway, that's number 2. So number 3 reason why people stay in abusive relationship is because of the what will people say factor. Like, I think one thing people should understand is nobody cares about you, honestly. Like, people would always say, like, even people talk about dead people, people talk about the living, they're talking of you that you are living and you are going through stuff. Like, they will talk. So even their talking should be of no consequence to you. What should be important to you is, if you are married and you have kids, your kids should be your number 1 priority, yourself your number 2 priority, if not yourself as number 1 and your kids as number 2, because self first, honestly. So like, but the fact that you're all bothered about what people will say, like, I think one thing I've come to like, I won't say a coping mechanism, but one thing I've come to understand is people would always show you what they want you to see. So if by mistake or somewhat your situation finds its way out there and it comes in contact with public let's say view, and people want to have opinions on your life, it's fine. Honestly, it's very, very fine, because the fact that you're trying to hide stuff, like, there are people that have been dying in silence for years because of what people will say. People will always say. So the faster you understand, people will always talk about you. Either you do good or you do bad. Like, you're always a villain in somebody's story, honestly. So that should not even be a factor. But most people stay because of what people would say. Please desist. Leave if you have to leave, because your life is very important, and I'll always be an advocate of living or that kind of thing. So guys, I know this is a very touchy topic, but I'm trying to make it as light as it can be, so we'll not be too serious. No, we are never too serious in this place, you get, so we can have fun in as much as we are learning. So number 4 point is family, parents, relations trying to encourage you to weather the storm. Sis, mommy, auntie, there is no storm to weather. It is not serving you, leave. They will come with stories of, like, and I'm saying this because I'm speaking from personal experience. They'll come with stories of, no, it will change, it's not like that. Come on, what is there? People should sort this thing out. Come on, especially when you have a very manipulative partner that paints a picture of, oh, him being the victim while you are the villain. That's another problem, because everybody will think, oh, you are the one with the problem. You are not the one with the problem. At some point in my life, I was thinking something was fundamentally wrong with me. Like, I even went as far as calling some of my exes when I had the old relationship issue saga. I was feeling what I'm supposed to feel now. I had to call and I asked, like, when we were together, how was I to you? Like, was I good to you? Was I violent to you? Did I cuss you out? Did I, like, these questions were there. Like, it made me doubt myself. Honestly, guys, I thought it was me, but lo and behold, it was never me. It was never me. And these situations just keep you doubting yourself. It makes you doubt yourself, and you tend to forget who you are or who you used to be before you got into that situation that has literally transformed and changed who you are, how you see world, kind of destroyed your innocence even, honestly. So it is never a contest of you have a problem. It was never you, trust me, it was never you. And this brings me to my fifth and final point. This is one of the biggest lies women tell themselves, or girls. You're in a relationship, you're a woman, you're married, and this is it. Oh, it will change. It would change. It's not like that though. It would trust me, guys, it can never. They never change. Honestly, they do not change. And you know why they don't change? Because they know you will stick around, because they know you cannot leave, because they know they hold a certain kind of power over you. So they never do change. Not because most of them, they will say, oh, they love you, but when love become hot, what's that? Like, you love me and you hurt me. And women do this. You do this to yourself a lot. I say, oh, I didn't think. I won't lie. I'm actually guilty of that, because yes, there were times I felt, oh, he was going to change. It would. Trust me, being there, done that. They never, ever change. So you telling yourself going to change, that's the biggest disservice you will do to yourself. If you know what is good for you, pack your bags, pack your children, pack all your belongings. Yoruba people will say, my Yoruba is bad, but they will say, gbogbo ẹrù ẹ, èyí tó fúyẹ́, èyí tó okay, it translates to all your belongings, from the lightest to the heaviest. Pack everything and run. And you running is not because you're a coward, obviously, but priorities, honestly. And honey, trust me, your priority is actually your life, and your life is your goals, your dreams, your aspiration, and you staying alive to achieve them. If you're not alive to achieve them, unfortunately, that's the end. So trust me, don't play that it will change. They never change. Oh, they never change. I'm not a relationship coach, for the record. I'm just talking based on my experience and based on the things I see nowadays, because this is really sad, honestly. And guys, men, I know it goes both ways. Women are violent too, men are violent, but please just try to do better. Like, you don't just hurt people and you keep hurting people, and you see they are hurting and you keep hurting them. It is very easy. I think it's not working again. I don't want you anymore, you have to go. Or she tells you she does not want you anymore, you have to go. It's not that hard. Like, life is one of the easiest things to do. Not just life is complicated, but life is easy. I feel like as human beings, when we communicate more, we talk about our feelings more, we are more expressive, and we, even though we are hurt, even though it is hard to let people go, for most people it is hard for them to let things go. And I don't know, but I think it helps sometimes. That's why you see most couples, they would say, oh, they're taking a break off, or they're separating for a while. It actually helps, because it makes you, both of you, see life from different perspective, and your relationship from a very, I don't know, from a very distant view. Like, okay, you're not together at the moment, but there you be like, oh, okay, I see your strengths, I see your weaknesses, I want you back, I do not want you back. So taking that time off actually helps. So if you need to take time off before you decide to leave finally, and that helps, good, awesome. But if you're not, even taking time off cannot solve the problem, please leave. Thank you, and God bless you. Guys, that brings me to the end of this video. I pray and I hope whoever comes across this and you're going through anything, trust me, you're never alone. Always seek for help, always ask for help. Your friends are there, your family members are there. Don't be too don't be too scared to ask for help, and I don't know, you will be fine. You get over it. It hurts, obviously, but you'll be fine. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around. Gloria Oboye again, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, that's very important. Subscribe so we can grow, and watch the videos too, okay? Watch the videos too. Have fun, enjoy, live life, love, laugh, everything. Just take life easy. Your life is easy. And I'm signing out. Bye guys.